And we're live. AM people, coffee people. How the fuck y'all doing? It's your neighborhood. Fortnite Jesus. Shades Wade. I'm up early. You know the drill. Where my coffee drinkers at? God, the coffee's delicious. Oh, delicious. Delicious. Happy Friday to all. It's only 2 more days till I go get my car. Hopefully. Knock on wood. Dude seems nice though. Man, I'm excited already we already got Type R body works all the way around. You got the front lip, the rear lip, side screws, Type R wing, even Type R wheels, you know? So that's pretty dope. Yeah, honestly, if anything goes south with the one in Virginia Beach, the blue one, there is the 05 to 06. The silver one with the T37s on it. So that could be a backup plan. It's more expensive though, for sure. We got one on the head counter. Who we got? Who the fuck we got? Happy Friday, whoever you are. Gato, what up, man? How you doing? Gato, I know you're not a Fortnite fan. I know you play some PUBG. What's the longest sniper kill you've ever gotten in PUBG? Let's see. Gato says prepping for a fucking crazy day, man. It's very true. Did you get your stuff done after the stream ended? Gato says longest kill. I was on the mountain. I got a lucky headshot from very far away. Does it tell you the meters though, or feet? In Fortnite, it tells you the meters. And my longest distance sniper kill was before like last night, was 242 meters, which is like almost 2.5 football fields. Like, holy shit. So literally, me and Eric were playing. We're up on this mountain, and we see 2 people really far away. So far, it's glitchy. Like, you can't even like get a accurate shot. So I have a bolt action sniper, and I send a fucking round their way. I fucking killed him. 275 meters, and I literally started freaking out. I was like, just shattered my record by like 40 meters, almost 40 meters. So then I looked it up. I was like, longest snipe record in Fortnite. Ninja, like the most famous fucking gaming YouTuber, basically, his record's 278. So if I would have got 4 meters more, I would have the world record. I was like, what? I was like, holy shit. Gato says, no, it doesn't tell you. Gato says, yeah, I'm almost done with the harness. Seat has to go in. Nice, nice. Gato says, both of them? No, I just got one of them. But even as far away as we were, I still eliminated that guy. Like somebody else must have saw it that was like on the ground near him and killed the other guy. So like the other guy couldn't heal his teammate or whatever. It was pretty awesome. I was like, I can't believe that just fucking happened. Because it's like it's kind of lucky, but it's like it's like guesstimating. You know what I mean? Like I was so juiced because I've been sitting on 242 sniper record for months. Haven't gotten even near like anytime I hit that shit, it's like 220. I was just blown away, and I like looked it up. I was like 278. I was like only 3 meters more. I was like, that's ninja, dude. Dude makes like 750 racks a month off gaming, which is pretty crazy. Gato says today is my last day of freedom. It's very true, man. But making that money, man. Making that money. Damn, did they sell that car? I think they did. Not the one I'm looking at, but one that I was looking at. Got this. I got a fat sign-on bonus too. Can't wait to just throw money up in the air, dude. Let me catch it. Let's build a joint race car we can just both use. Yeah, I think they sold that one in Fredericksburg. The one that was 05 or 06 Type S with the TE37s on. They wanted like $9,000 for it. That car is gone. Pretty sure. I took a screenshot of it. Yeah, this one. The one that had the weird black and bumper and hood and trunk and back bumper. They wanted 9.8 for it. So I think they sold that. Where are we at? Wing King, what up, man? Yo, early, dude. I know, right? I woke up at fucking 4:30 because I went to sleep at like 10 p.m. Got this as sub Wing King. Shades, wish you were closer, man. Could use some peeps I trust around to help me build shit. I mean, dude, once I get my car, man, we can hang out on the weekends or something like that, playing it. I mean, I'm down to come up there. I mean, I think you're only like 6 hours away from me. That's not the worst thing in the world. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm down to help, Y'all support me. We support each other. Gato says, Wing King says, I'm playing with CPR dummies right now. You playing with beaver wedge dolls? Gato says, you mean your blow up dolls? Wing King says, I was up at 4 too. Gato says, I was up at 5. Wing King says, you need my soda blaster, Gato. Oh, for the fucking trunk. Yeah, that'd probably be a good idea. Dude, you should have all those fumes in the video. Like I was like worried for you. I was like, dude, he's gonna have to let that air out for a hot second. But it is just a race car. But like you should have got some of like the paint on paint protectant, that 3M 405 shit or whatever it is. I mean, spray paint works good, but just like the fumes, like that shit is strong. Got this. That sounds good, Shades. I definitely need help. Always down to help wrenching, man. I'm gonna have a lot of that going on here in the next couple weeks, probably. If I get this car Sunday, I mean, I'm going over to the shop Monday to get some of my parts off. You know what I mean? I think the first things we'll do, we'll get my R888Rs mounted on there. We will see. I don't know which wheels I should put the R888Rs on. I don't know if I should put them on the white ones or my silver ones. Kind of on the fence. I don't know which one's going to look better, honestly. So I'll just have to see. But get the R888Rs mounted on the fucking wheels. Get those on there. Going to change the front brake pads need changing, so we got to do that. We're going to take out the fog lights and throw in the brake duct kit. And then what else? What else? Grab front strut tower bar, torque damper, rear strut tower bar, and C-pillar bar. Gonna get all that, and then I'll probably throw in my my fucking Pioneer deck. Put that in there. That should just be super easy at this point. Already got everything wired up. Winking says, cool, be right back. Got this said, no, it worked pretty well. I mean, it didn't look horrible. It didn't look as bad as my trunk. At least your spare tire, little like nubby thing, at least that thing was still there, because mine completely snapped off. Like it was so rusted. That little nub was so rusted, it literally snapped off. Gato says, race car, just sand it down, spray that joint. Gato says, I was going to choose, but I don't know which I like either, white or silver. Yeah, I think with a silver car, silver wheels look really good, but like blue cars, black cars, red cars, yellow cars, like any car that's like those types of colors, a white wheel does look really good. So like it's kind of hard to gauge. I think both are going to look really good. Probably going to keep both sets of wheels, honestly. Have my choice. Some days, some weeks I might run white, some days I might run silver, But shit, what was I about to say? Basically, those are the mods. I'm just gonna get some of the chassis and suspension stuff put in there, basically. I've already kind of decided though. I think I might retire the new speed race springs I have, just for sake of shocks. So I'm not trying to fuck up my shocks like I've done for so many years. I've only blown one passenger side shock. So that's not too bad, but the ride is just not comfortable. You have to be on your toes for potholes and dips in the road and stuff. So I'll probably run the A-Spec suspension that it came with for a while, and then I'll save up for coilovers and get some really nice coilovers, probably some Buddy clubs. Gato says, oh yeah, I got to lower the lewd day too. Shit, got my work cut out for me. Coilovers aren't too hard to do. I mean, you got that the ring key thing to adjust the rings. It's like the only thing that's hard about adjusting coilovers is getting them even, basically count the pitches or like turns. That's pretty much all there is to it. I mean, it'd probably be best for you just to like go from like whatever you're at to completely lowered, seeing as it is a race car, it is a hill climbing car. So like the lower the better, basically, unless the road is really uneven or something, then you might want to like, just lower it a little bit. I don't know your situation, but true story. I mean, handling over ride comfort all day, honestly, if you're building a track car or a hill climbing car. I want to see if I can find this car, if it was really sold. That was kind of my backup plan, just in case. $2,005 Acura RSX Type S Honka Nissan red. Let's see if it's still there. Wing King says, I am dummy molesting certified now. Oh, that's great. Got this says, here's the list. Finish harness, install seat, install back brace, install new pads, brake fluid flush, drive to Rockland County, New York to get my allergy shots, and run a bunch of errands. Damn. That's a lot of stuff. Got this says, nice. Make sure you clean it out once you are done. Hey, clean it out once I'm done. What do you mean? My train of thought. It's early. I need more coffee. Browse our used vehicles inventory. Yeah, I think they sold it, honestly. Somebody bought, dude, because it had TE37s on. I guarantee you that shit sold like hotcakes. Like hotcakes. Sausage. Let's see. Got this as... Wow, all right, okay, I get it now. Wing King says, let me know how I can help. Got this as the molested dummy. Clean it out. Yeah, they definitely got rid of that silver one like really fast. That's crazy. I wouldn't have seen that coming, dude, because of the mixed match paint, but somebody probably was like, hey, those TE37s are worth like $2,500 alone. This is like a steal. Because the car had like 52,000 miles on it. But I don't know. I'm happy with the 04 I found, the blue one. That thing's gonna be sweet. Hopefully. Only thing I'm worried about is he lives like right on the beach, like Ocean Boulevard. Wing King says, LOL. Got this as Wing King. I'll definitely want you to powder coat the S2000 valve cover, but that'll be in September. Wing King says, okay, cool. What color are you going with? Are you thinking just doing it red again, or are you trying to do something more custom, or? Because I think the red looks good, but honestly, I think the wrinkle red never really like. I don't know what kind of powder coating paint they use from the factory or whatever, but it seems like you never can get it to look just like OEM. You know what I mean? It's like something about the texture or something. Red again. Oh, okay, gotcha. I mean, give it a shot. Be y'all. Got this as actually, I want to do the same with the WRX crinkle red some parts. Yeah, that looked dope. Be a nice contrast, blue and red. Yeah, I'm really surprised that car sold though. That's fucking hilarious. I thought it was really overpriced. I got this as, all right, y'all, I got to go outside to finish this work. It ain't going to do it itself. That's right. That's right. Good luck, dude. Who's the third person in here? We got 3 people on the head counter, but there's only you 2. I don't understand. Who's the lurker in the back? I think the things I'm most excited for about this car, going to get it Sunday, hopefully. Type R body kit all the way around that I don't have to fuck with. Because if you guys, I didn't do a install video for the front and rear lip. Pain in the ass. If you're not getting the OEM Type R front and rear lip, which is like super expensive for what it is, having to drill your own holes and having to match it up and make it work is a pain in the ass. I really don't like it. OEM all the way. If it came down to having to pay for OEM stuff now, I would definitely buy the OEM shit. But yeah, another thing we're going to be doing, the door handles. I'm just taking the tumblers out. I found out. I mean, I should have known that honestly, but I can take the tumblers out so I don't have to take my silver door handles out of my car and get them repainted. What I can just do is just take the tumbler out and swap it onto the blue door handle. So that's pretty dope. So that way my keys will work with the K-Pro and the immobilizer and the door locks. Pretty stoked about that. True story. So Wing King, what you getting into, man? You said you're messing around with CPR dummies. What's that about? Are you trying to get certified so you can use them in your car for the HOV lane? So you can rock that HOV lane on the way to work? Man, I cannot wait to get that K20A. I mean, I'm excited just for getting the car, honestly, but like, I'll probably like drive the car for like a week and be like, all right, time to swap this motor out. Like literally. I think addressing the brakes first and getting some of the suspension parts on and stuff like that, that'll be good. And then once we get all that shit swapped over, it's time to start ordering all this shit, guys. We gotta order. We gotta order. Timing chain tensioner, valve cover gasket, rear main seal, axle seals, oil pan gasket, spoon thermostat, new hoses, Nardi wheel, or actually I'm probably gonna get already decided I'm probably gonna get a Momo spoon wheel. Then a Works bell hub, the join double dent Android radio, flywheel bolts, pressure plate bolts, limited slip, Syncrotech carbon synchros, and that's about it. It's gonna be a lot of shit to order, honestly. I'm gonna see if Christian can help me out and what kind of deals he can get me. Because his, Saki Bomb, I've ordered through them before, and they do really good deals. Definitely better than MSRP. So yeah, might hit him up for that and see what he can work with. I want to give them the business, honestly, because they get to make a little bit, I get to save a little bit, everybody wins. True story. Beat y'all. Ay, ay, ay. Whoa. But yeah, it'll be nice to. What up, Cameron? How you doing, man? Another AM stream, and it's like what 10 o'clock at night where you're at. (9:30). Close enough. Oh yeah. How you doing, man? What's popping in Australia? Just watching Gato vid on TV. Which Gato vid? You talking about the stream, the Prelude video? Cameron says, got a mild case of the flu and hurt my shoulder. Damn, double whammy. That sucks, dude. I'm sorry to hear that. The flu is no fun. No fun. Cameron says, yeah, his latest live stream. Hell yeah. Good stuff. Yeah, he just left to go work on the Prelude as we speak because he's got a. Today is his last day of freedom before he starts the new job on Monday. So he's got to make it count. It's going out with a bang. Said I'm getting my Prelude set up. I'm going to do 2 days of hill climbing back to back. Said fuck everyone's bitch. It's right. That's right. Cameron says yes. I seen. Hell yeah. But the big day, man. Sunday. 2 days away. Super excited. Super nervous too. Honestly, I hope nothing goes wrong. I hope everything is as it is. And I mean, as long as the car, Yaris Black, hello, what up? How's it going? Cameron says his harness didn't come with the mounting hard. Yeah, dude, it always seems that way, man. They always include, the essentials, and then they forget the fine shit like it's spacers, bolts, nuts, stuff like that. So silly. Cameron says a lot don't. Yeah, like my M&M Honda C pillar bar. I thought it was going to come with mounting hardware, and it literally just came with nuts, but it didn't come with the seatbelt bolts that are stock OEM. So I had taken my seatbelt bolts out because I wasn't running seatbelts, so I didn't have them, and I had to go to O'Reilly and track down and source these parts, and it was super fucking hard to do. Iris. Oh, okay. I see. Yeah, I didn't know if it was Yaris or Yris or what. Hey, Wade, it's Iris like the odd part. All good here. Just bored at work. How are you doing? Pretty good. Waking up, drinking some coffee, tobacco, talking about the car I'm going to pick up Sunday, hopefully. And yeah, that's about it. How'd you find the channel? Let's see. Cameron says a lot don't. My Takata harnesses didn't. Iris says, oh, nice. Wish I could say something car related, but I have no clue. That's all good. I mean, this just isn't a car channel. I mean, do music, art, gaming a little bit of everything. I'm a jack of all trades. Iris says found it just by browsing the word Friday Live. Word. Yeah, more and more people are coming in here that are just let's say it says tune in or talk in the description or something like that. People are like, yeah, just search the word talk. I'm like, word? That's crazy. Because I got 190 subs. I'm not a big publicizer. I'm not really trying to blow up or anything. Iris says, can't you tell? I'm super busy at work. Yeah, searching random stuff on YouTube, trying to kill time. Oh yeah. Iris says, yeah, same here. I'm only at 170, so I get you. Yeah, I just started it this year. I mean, it's been probably since September, I think. So getting 9-10 months or something like that. Wing King says, Wing, are you back? I don't think you were in here when I asked what's with the CPR dummies? Like, what course is that for? Are you going med school on me? Wing King says, for now. Wing King says CPR. No, I get that part, but I'm saying, like, what? Why are you required to know CPR? Wing King says certification, that's all. Oh, just for fun. All right. Irish Black says, hey, Wing. Wing King says to save the bodies. That's right. Cameron says, learning how to save lives. Oh, yeah. But yeah, hopefully I can get a good deal. Wayne King says I will fill you in. Good look, good look. Like I've ordered through Christian Shop in Cali, Saki Bomb. I think I could probably talk to him and see if I can get a good deal on some of these parts, you know, because I got a big old shopping list of stuff to get. And I mean, even at you know, it's going to cost basically between 7Gs and $8,600 to get everything on this list, including the motor and all that stuff. But if you take off $2,500 off that, like, we're looking at like $500 to $6,600 of stuff. You know what I mean? Which honestly isn't too bad. But I'm excited. Definitely nervous. Definitely want to get it all done. But the car costs like basically 5Gs, so like we got like $7,500 to work with. I broke that. What up, man? Morning nut buns. Oh, that reminds me. That's something else I got to throw on the budget. Broke Dad said he would sell me his Veilside titanium axle back. Pretty excited about that because that's an OG piece right there. Broke Dad says 4:42 a.m. here at work. You go into work at 4? Holy shit. That is crazy. Iris says, hello, Broke. Broke Dad says, like a boss. Cam says, hey, Broke. And King says, what up, Bud Monkey? Broke Dad says, yup, killing it. That's right. One of the many GoFundMe supporters. And it's funny because y'all gave me some of that GoFundMe money and I put it in my bank account. And I bought 2 HondaVLOGS shirts with it. I bought some stuff for the car, some Alcantara fabric for the door panels and stuff like that. So much obliged, guys. Wayne King says, embrace the grind, Broke. Broke says, yup, killing it. That's right. Cameron says, nice new hard race parts, Broke Dad. Yeah, dude. Hard race is the shit, dude. Like, honestly, a lot of people are, I mean, I'm not saying K-Tune's not a good company. K-Tune's definitely a good company. But hard race for suspension parts and stuff like that, like the outer tie rods I got in roll center adjusters, like I could drastically tell the difference in the steering response, like the driver feedback. Broke Dad says, got to get time this weekend to install that shit. Oh, yeah. It's all about time, man. Just think, man, while you're installing shit, I'm going to be getting my car. And Gate's going to be hill climbing Saturday and Sunday. Let's see. Broke Dad says, how was the install on the roll center adjusters? I actually didn't install them. That was my tech John. He did them because Honestly, I've never done roll center adjusters or fucking ball joint. Like they're basically just extended ball joints or tie rods. Because honestly, I saw where the outer tie rods are, and I was like, I'm not touching this. This is out of my realm. I've never done it before because it's such a tight spot. You know, like somebody like him, he's probably done tie rods a million times. I was like, I'm not trying to fuck anything up. Broke Dad says, I will need new ones too. Do I have to remove the knuckle? From what I can tell, maybe, yeah, I think so. Because it's all the way back there. Like, I don't know if you have to fucking, I'm not sure how you access it, honestly. Like, I should probably ask him that just for fun. Because I think you would take your fender liner off to get to it because it's like way up there. Like, if you look at it from the engine bay, if you hit it with a flashlight, it's way back there. It's tucked back there like crazy. That's why I got him to do it. I was like, dude, this is not going to be fun. It's not hard to do if it was easy to access, but it's like the clearance be a pain in the ass. I hate to be that guy that, gets tech work done and, doesn't dive in and do all the work myself, but I'm like, it's kind of intimidating. I've never done it before. It's not just brakes or suspension or slapping on bolt-ons basically. I mean, it is a bolt-on technically, but you know what I mean? It's not exactly like putting on a header and exhaust or something like that. Let's see. Wing King says, Iris just asking, we will supply the answer. Wing King or Iris says, LOL Wing, I don't think there's enough hours in the day for that. Wing King says, trust me, we don't mind. We don't. We got world famous mechanics and gurus in here. Broke Dad says, she isn't a Russian bot? I don't think so. Apparently she searched Friday live or something like that and found my channel. That seems to be a thing now. Like people will search talk and look in the live stream recommendations or something. I was like, word. Broke Dad says, well, that's cool, an actual girl. Right? Iris says, that's sweet, just don't want to manipulate the convo. I'm just going to sit here and have the Frey meme expression on my face. Yes, where broke, I'm a girl. Hell yeah. What kind of car do you drive? Iris says, I don't drive. You don't drive. How do you get around? Are you getting chauffeured around? Are you taking the bus? Are you taking your limo? Wayne King says, do we need counterintelligence? Iris says, don't kick me out. Broke Dad says, she is 13. LOL. Wayne King says, what? A what? Iris says, bus. Gotcha. Do you live in the city? Because depending on where you live, bus might make sense. Iris says, I'm birth the numbers broke. I'm an old lady. Broke Dad says, if 31 is old, I'm fucking dust. I'm 29, about to be 30, and I feel old. I'm not going to lie. I mean, I don't feel old, but definitely once you exit your 20s, it's like, dude, what is going on with life? I'm 30. What the fuck? Cameron says 31 ain't old. It's old when you're exiting your 20s, man. Iris says it's all downhill after 25. That's a really good point. Life definitely shifts. Once you like exit like early 20s, life definitely gets like different. Start losing energy, you know. You're not a spring chicken. Wing King says, my neighbor's wife doesn't drive and he drives her around everywhere and she sits in the back seat. That is some chauffeur life. Holy shit. Driving Miss Daisy. That's crazy. It's a chair. Needs better. I need a better chair. Iris says, well, that's a bit spoiled, isn't it? Yeah, it's like some Driving Miss Daisy shit. Wayne King says, yep. That kind of reminds me of my old bandmate. I was like 20, mid-20s, and he was like 19 or 20 or something like that. He never got his license, never drove a car, ever. Ever. And anytime we'd go, I'd have to pick him up for band practice. If we were going to get coffee, I'm driving. Go anywhere, I'm driving. It got to the point where I was like, dude, just get a fucking car. Iris says, I decided not to drive, so yeah, get on the bus. Are you living in the city? I mean, in the city, I would understand. But if it was like, like suburbs or something, might want a car. But to each their own. I'm not judging, just observing. Iris says, yes, city girl from Italy. Word. Wayne King says, I have no filter, so I asked her why she wasn't sitting in the front with her husband. She gave no answer. She was like, fuck him. Driving Miss Daisy. She was like, I'll have my champagne and caviar in the back. Iris says, because she's a brat. I only drink my Cristal and my Beluga in the back. She's probably like, will there be Dom Perignon in the back? Broke Dad, man. I was watching your walkthrough video of your Type S again. I've watched it many times, but I watched it yesterday. Man, that car was clean. God damn it. I wish I could travel back in time and buy it from you. That'd be amazing. So then you would have the real Jesus driving your car. Let's see. Wayne King said, she said later, I always sit in the back with my daughter ever since she was born. Interesting. That's some real sentiment. She's like, this is where my daughter was born. I only sit in the back now. Broke Dad says, sexcellent. It was quite well put together. Dude, it was, man. I think the thing I like the most, I mean, obviously the red banner, the M&M Honda banner, because I got one, and we had the same C-pillar bar and rear strut tower bar and all that stuff, all the M&M goodies. But then aside from those things, the thing I liked the most was those fucking Hydra dipped brake ducts you did. Those were dope. The Easter egg, as you put it, hidden gem. Pretty fucking cool. Broke Dad says, my goal is to be an old man with an ITR where my son's high school friends come over and shit their pants when they see it. Basically like Takumi's dad in Initial D. Hell yeah, dude. That's some life goals right there. Because your son's what, like I don't know, like 5 or 6 or something like that. So you got 10 years to go. I mean, dude, imagine where your car will be in 10 years. That thing's gonna be fucking choice. It's already pretty choice. And you just got it too. You know what I mean? First year, like that's some aspiration. Wing King says her daughter is 10 now and she has another daughter that's 28. Makes no sense. It's just like unnecessary sentiment. I only sit in the back. That's so weird. Broke Dad says 6, yeah. Wing King says, I'll be 50 when I get a Type R. Broke Dad says, better late than never, Wing. Took me 18 years. Dude, that Bring a Trailer one, man. That thing, God, I wish I could have sold a kidney to get that thing. That thing was I mean, that's pretty much the cleanest example that's going to come along. I mean, unless somebody has one just like chilling in a garage somewhere that they're just like, yeah, it's got 12,000 miles on it. I never drive it. Kind of like Ferris Bueller, like the red Ferrari. You know, his dad, Cameron's dad, never drives it. Just rubs it with a diaper. Unless there's somebody out there like that that's just trying to wait decades and make bank, basically wait until it's like a $50,000 or $100,000 car, like 10 or 20 years from now. I mean, you're really not going to find one. It's so fucking hard to find a Type R. Wing King says you need the Bunta Mobile, broke. When you got yours, which owner did the JDM headlight conversion? Like, how many owners did that car have? Broke Dad says, haha. That's right. Broke Dad says, I've been watching a lot of Initial D with my son. Yeah, it's OG for sure. Dude, arcades, man. They used to have the Initial D driving game in there. Broke Dad says, I'm the third owner. Dude, that's miraculous. I can't even believe that. I thought you were going to say like 5 or 7 owners or something. First owner put it in a ditch in 2002. Damn. Hence the JDM front. Dude, at least they did it up right, man. That thing's solid. I mean, honestly, considering the age of the car, 3 owners. I mean, 3 owners isn't too bad. I'm going to be, I think on my car, the one I'm going to look at Sunday, there's already 3 owners. So I'll probably be I'm either going to be owner 1 and 2 were in a family, apparently. Like, you know, first dude buys the RSX and then like sells it to someone in his family. So that's like basically like, in my opinion, 1 owner. Then the guy that has it now, we'll just call that 2/3, and I'll be owner 3/4, kind of, you know what I mean? Because like family owned cars, I mean, that's pretty much the same owner. Hence the JDM front. Broke Dad says, yeah, it's overall straight, matching VINs except the front, since it's a JDM swap. Now it's about like Gato attacking the surface rust underneath and coating it. Yeah, that's my only skepticism about the car I'm going to see Sunday. It's at Virginia Beach, and the guy, his address radius on Craigslist is like right on the beach. So I hope it was a garage kept car, maybe, because ocean, you know, salt water and the breeze and stuff. I mean, I'm gonna scout every quarter panel, the wheel well, underneath, trunk, spare tire well, all that stuff. Like, I'm gonna go over it with a fine tooth comb. He says there's no rust on it though, and he seems like, you know, pretty like straightforward, you know. Because I told him the situation with the last car I looked at. I was like, is the clutch good? He's like, yeah, clutch is good. It's no slips, blah, blah, blah. Because I told him, yeah, last guy that I went and saw an RSX, I drove an hour to Charlottesville, and he basically told me the car runs and drives great. And then I get there, and the clutch is slipping in every gear. And he was like, dang. He's like, no, nothing like that. I was like, word. He says the only things wrong with the car needs the front brake pads need replacing. They still have some meat on them, but they're a little noisy, and that's fine. I mean, I can get back home with that and swap them out, put some Hawk HPSs on there. And then he says the driver's side window regulator is dead, but he's including the part, so that'll be a nice project to do. That's something I can do pretty much, because we've done the door lock actuators before, and that's definitely harder to do than the window regulator. See, the thing about that door panel is the clearance space in there sucks so bad. I mean, if you're doing door lock actuators, I'd almost say pay somebody to do it. Just save your knuckles. Broke Dad says, yeah, that's not bad at all. Sounds like you know what to look for. Yeah, I mean, it's just there's certain areas of the car, like the rear bumper. bracket on the passenger side. That's another issue too. But he's including a brand new rear bumper bracket, that little metal like flex plate that's underneath the taillight that the bumper clips go into. Not really worried about that, honestly. I mean, as long as there's not like severe rust in the trunk, even if there's like a hair of surface rust, I'm not really worried about that. As long as the car doesn't have like fender well, like quarter panel rust or anything like that. I mean, it'd be kind of, he got the car painted in 2017. So like, I don't really know how to gauge rust, like looking for rust if it's like painted over, you know what I mean? That's the only thing I'm kind of like, I don't know how do I identify or diagnose rust if it's been painted over? But hopefully it won't come to that. I mean, if it was like really rusted, even if you painted over it, you'd still kind of be able to see the texture probably, unless they bondoed it or something. But I'll definitely be going over it with a fucking fine tooth comb for sure, because I'm not trying to buy a rusty car. Just can't do it. But if it came down to it, like let's say like the car looks good, then like we find out months and months later it has rust in the wheel wells or something like that. I mean, there are places that can cut that metal out and, you know, make it look OEM basically. Just cut it out, weld in some new metal, paint it up. Wouldn't be the end of the world as long as the structure's good for the most part. True story. On a side note, I am excited to see these HondaVlog shirts. I want my HondaVlog shirts. I got a white one and a black one. I talked to this K-Series transmission guy in Florida who's supposed to be the best in Florida for rebuilding K-Series transmissions. He told me if I'm going in a build, I don't need to go aftermarket LSD necessarily. He said I could go with the OEM Type R LSD and it'd be just fine. So I'm debating whether I should get that one or the M Factory. I'm not sure. Broke Dad says they are nice. Totally. Yeah, Broke Dad. Like you're somebody that Broke Dad says that swing was sweet. I'd go with whatever's cheaper. Yeah, because like you had open diff, like stock differential in the car. Then you went to the OEM, like HN Civic Si, DC5R, LSD. Was it a drastic difference, like when you got it installed? Like, were you like, wow, I can really feel it hugging the corners and stuff like that, like swinging to you one side and compensating? Broke Dad says yes. Well, yeah, I'm honestly, if it comes down to that, I don't know what I'll do. Honestly, I might because I could make some of my money back. That's one thing that would be nice. I wouldn't have to fuck with my transmission. So what I would do is buy the K28 full swap for $4,200, right? Sell the PRC ECU, which is probably fetches a good amount of money, probably about between $500 and $600, I would say, maybe a little bit more, who knows? And then the wiring harness too, and then just, you know, take a chance on the transmission, you know, getting the whole swap. It kind of makes me weary though. I know my transmission is good. I don't know if that transmission will be flawless. You know what I mean? So that's kind of what, you know what I mean? I've been driving around on my rebuilt transmission for a long time now. Broke Dad says once you begin to run it, it's night and day. Dude, I bet. Yeah, apparently it makes the car a whole nother beast. Broke Dad says crack it open, check synchros. That'd be an option too. But I just feel like if I take a chance on it and spend the money for it, then, you know, I kind of back myself into a corner budget wise where I could have just bought the long block for $2,500 because I don't need the ECU or the wiring harness. And then I have this, you know, like $1,700 transmission technically that needs more work basically, you know what I mean? So it's kind of hard to gauge because basically I'm buying the car for, you know, 5 Gs, 5,500 at the most. then that leaves me with like $7,000 to $7,500 to source my parts list, and then at the same time save up some more money for labor, or get what I can put in myself. And then anything beyond me I don't have facilities for, then because swapping in a motor should cost about $1,000, like for my tech, because swapping in a motor, it's 4 bolts and some hoses and lines and shit like that. It's not exactly as expensive as getting a transmission rebuilt, because transmission work is expensive. Let's see. Iris says, well, guys, I'm going to go and do some work. It was nice meeting you. I subscribe, by the way. Have a nice day and good luck with the new car. Hey, thanks. Appreciate it. See you around. Broke Dad says, the idea of a direct swap is great. K20A2, sell the old motor you were swapping out and just be done with it. Address all mounts, nice wire tuck. Yeah, I feel you. It would be a lot easier, honestly. But like the K20A swap I'm getting from J-Spec Auto, they say to address, you want to swap out the timing chain, the tensioner, valve cover gasket, rear main seal, oil pan gasket, possibly belts, water pump, hoses, maybe alternator or starter. I don't think I'll need to swap out the alternator or the starter. I do want to get the spoon thermostat like you have on your car, axle seals, and then we got to get the LSD and the synchros, flywheel bolts, pressure plate bolts. So I mean, all the gaskets and seals, basically we're gonna start with brand new ones. You know what I mean? Iris says, we take care, everyone. Cameron says, bye. Yep, build up one car, then sell everything left over. Right. So I will be able to recuperate some of my money, which is nice, because I basically have 2 K20A2 motors that I'll be selling and, salvaging parts from, or, sell this like the car I'm getting, that whole motor will be gone. I'm definitely going to try to sell that whole swap for like, I don't even know. I'd probably sell it for like $2,500 just to somebody. I mean, you can get like $3,500 for a Type S swap, but it's got 128,000 miles on it, which is not bad. But to make a quick sale, $2,500 that'd be a pretty good recuperation. I wouldn't call it like a profit necessarily, but it'd be good for like labor money and stuff like that. Because the guy in Florida, Gear Driven INC, I think he's this Jamaican guy or something like that. He charges $350 flat rate labor fee. You supply the transmission and the parts, and he builds it. And it's like, I think it's like $100 shipping from here to Florida. So I mean, that's not too bad, honestly. It's definitely better than my tech's rate. But he's in town and he's certified, like super certified. Been working on Hondas for like 2.5 decades. So I do trust him more, honestly, because you never know what happens with shipping. Shipping can be pretty shitty. Cameron says that's pretty good. Hey, dude, $350 labor rate, flat rate. Like, who the hell does that? Wing King says, did you see the Honda anti-lag setting on the new SI? I figured it had it. I mean, you got launch control for NA cars, but then you also have anti-lag for turbo cars. So Broke Dad says, when I had my LSD clutch and flywheel installed, I paid the dude $300 flat, and he killed it in a good way. Damn, that's good too. So maybe it's not beyond. I mean, even if I paid my tech, like, I mean, he makes like between $100 and $200 an hour. It's pretty taxed out. But even if like, let's say $500, like that really wouldn't be that bad. Cameron says, we'll be taking my gearbox to a place called Albans to have the gears done. Nice, dude. Broke Dad says it will only take him 3 hours to do it if he's good. Yeah, so if it was like $150, that'd be $450 at the most, probably, which is not bad, honestly. Because like you're right, like taking off the gearbox and getting to the synchros, like he knows that shit in and out. So it really shouldn't take that long. It's not exactly like building a motor, you know, from the fucking block up and like having to disassemble all that shit and make sure everything's like, you know, like 100 steps or something like that. It's synchros and like the gear sets and stuff. It's really not that. I mean, even like Mark from Honda Street Garage, he has like a good K series transmission teardown video. And with that video, I really feel like I could do it myself, but man, I just don't want to take the chance on such an expensive motor platform. It's pretty daunting. A lot of, you know, the gear sets, that's one thing, but there's like, you know, there's a lot of shit you got to look out for. If you fuck up one step, you're out a lot of money. But yeah, I figure between the getting the transmission right, getting the LSD and the synchros installed, giving everything a once over, and then bolting up the bell housing back to the motor, and getting my clutch and flywheel installed and stuff, I would say, like, let's say just call it safe number, $500 for the transmission work, and then $1,000 to get it swapped in. I mean, that's 1,500. That's $1,500. It's not too bad for labor getting a whole motor swapped in. Because if I had a lift and a place to do it, it would be so much fun to do it. Like, that'd be really fucking fun. It's like my pop's like definitely one of these people. It's like, dude, we're not swapping motors in the driveway. We have a shitty garage with no lights in it, and you're not getting an engine hoist and putting it in the fucking driveway. I'm like, alrighty. I guess so much for that. Need to get my my storage container, my shipping unit. Let's see. Cameron says, watched a video on ripping apart a DC5 gearbox. Looks easy, but still don't want to attempt it. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You know, like all the little like needle splines, like the things in between the gears and stuff, like that shit looks, man, you'd have to like get a long table and like line up everything step by step, what you took off in which order, and it seems like a lot. Definitely seems like a lot. Not saying I don't want to learn it ever. I think a good way to learn would be to buy a base model 5-speed swap for like $500, and that would be pretty easy to like work on and learn K series in and out, especially the gearbox. Because like $500 versus $3,500 is like, that's quite a price difference. Cameron, since you're in Australia, you said you have a K20Z1. Did y'all's come with LSD or not? Because you said you don't have the Integra Type R, you got the Integra Type S. Cameron says, this guy knew what he was doing, just chucking parts in a parts tray in no order at all. Were you watching Mark from Honda Street Garage? Like, he was just throwing the shit in a cardboard box, like no order, no, like, you know, configuration order or anything. He's like literally just throwing the detent balls and this gear, the reverse gear. Like, I was like, dude, I was like, how do you remember all that shit? Cameron says, nah, no LSD. Gotcha. So it's basically like a USDMZ1. Wing King says, what's the difference between a Z1 and a Z3? Isn't it compression? I really don't know that much about the Z1 and Z3 motors. I know more about the A2, the A3, K24 A2. Those are the ones I'm more like prone on studying, kind of. The Z1 and the Z3 are kind of like The ones, I don't really know that much about 05 and 06s. I know some stuff, but like I have a 02 to 04, so you kind of, you know what you have basically. That was one thing I was juiced about with that supercharged one, that 06. I was like, dude, I'm gonna get to learn about the fucking Z1. That's gonna be crazy. Cameron says can't remember who. Gotcha. Yeah, there's a couple of them out there. Be y'all. But yeah, guys, 2 days, 48 hours away. And what's kind of not daunting, I guess that's not the word. What's kind of interesting is the car, the blue Arctic Blue Pearl. I can't tell. I know the side skirts are real, and I know the Type R wing is real, but I can't tell if the front and rear lip are fucking real or replica. I think they're real, honestly, but you just never know. I'm investigating. I'm looking some more. Winking says, which one you getting? Which RSX? That blue one in Virginia Beach. Actually, no. I think it is the Icon Motorsports replica, but that's not too bad. I mean, the Icon replica looks pretty fucking real. I mean, it doesn't look bad at all as far as replica parts go. So we got y'all. We got 04 Type S, $5,100. You go to the pictures. See, the rear lip looks real, honestly, because it looks real thin. The Icon one looks a little bit thicker, but that looks like a real Type R lip. And then that's a real Type R wing. And the side skirts, it's really hard to find replica side skirts, so you're pretty much sure those are real. And it's even got some drilled rotors. I just noticed that. And Winking says looks good. I think I'll buy it. He said the only things to address, the window regulator. He says the fog lights need replacing, and brake pads need replacing. But yeah, and then if you look right here in this area, there is a little bit of a sag, a little bit of a gap. Like if you look over here, it looks completely flush, but the rear passenger side bumper bracket is like sagging, so he's got a brand new one. That's a pretty common issue sometimes. But yeah, definitely. Eric says, damn, I can't get in on the stream, working in a hospital, shit service. All good, Eric. But yeah, definitely, man, it looks really worthwhile. He's even got like maintenance done in 2017, bodywork and paint job, serpentine belt, AC compressor, NGK iridium spark plugs, A-spec suspension, Yonaka exhaust. Maintenance done in 2018, a front windshield, Denso ignition coils, fuel injectors, passenger rear wheel hub, rear motor mount. Additional parts included with purchase, the window regulator, the bumper bracket, and an idle air control valve. I don't know what the idle air control valve's for. It's just like, here, take this. Work that needs to be done, the window regulator, the brake pads, and the fog lights. It says replace fog lights, optional, still works. Chrome housing on passenger side got washed out. Not that big of a deal. But yeah, definitely for the money, looking like the most promising one I can find. Let's see. Broke Dad says, I really quite like it. Interior. He said the interior does have the infamous seat rips, you know, on the driver's side one, but other than that, pretty clean apparently. I haven't seen any pictures of it, but honestly, I'm not really worried about the interior because we're going to be replacing the seats and the carpet and back seats and all that stuff. Going full Type R mode and that shit. Cameron says Z3 197 horsepower, Z1 210 horsepower. Nice. So it's almost like the concept of K20A2 versus A3, but the Z3 makes more power than A3. Cameron says not quite Type R cams. Broke Dad says close enough. Yeah, they're very similar apparently. Like almost the same, but not quite. Broke Dad says close enough. Cameron says sent shades engine specs. Cameron Lloyd sent 2 photos. K20Z1, 11 to 1 compression. VTEC at 5800, Redline 8300. K20Z3, 11 to 1 compression. Yeah, it looks like the Z3 5800 VTEC engagement for the Z1, 6200 for the Z3. Not too bad, not too bad. Yeah, Cameron says Type R 220. Yep. Wing King says Z3 for the win. I'd say if you're going boost, Z3 definitely. I'd say if you're going all motor, Z1 or K20A. Cameron says Type R 220 horsepower. Yeah, I think that has to equate with the better valve train, Type R pistons, Type R cams, and the fucking LSD, because it puts more down to the wheels because it's not an open diff. It's just a boss. Link King says BRB. That's right. Oof. What am I gonna do today? I kind of feel like going over to the shop and already getting my my fucking M&M Honda rear strut tower bar and C-pillar bar out, getting my New Speed front strut tower bar out, the engine damper and shit like that. Cameron says with a Magnuson supercharger, not a pussy little Jackson Racing. That's what I'm talking about. That's right. If you had to pick between the Comptech with the Merc Racing shit or the Magnuson, which one would you pick? Broke Dead says that sounds fun. Put on some music and do it. Yeah. Probably should do that. I'm debating whether I should do it. I kind of want to make sure I get the car first though, because like I'm gonna feel like pissed off even more if I go and don't get the car, and then I got all these parts laying around. I'm just like, literally. I mean, I guess I'm gonna have to get them off at some point anyway. Cameron says my Magnuson is mounted on a Merc Racing air-to-air manifold. Ooh. I bet that thing's nasty. What kind of power are you putting down? I forgot already. You said like 380 or something? I always forget people's horsepower numbers, what they're putting out. Oh my goodness. Man, the past like I don't know, 3 or 4 days, I've played zero guitar. I'm talking zero. $375 at the wheels with the clutch slipping. Damn. What clutch are you? What clutch is slipping on that? Like what? A stage one? Cameron says OEM. Damn. That's crazy. It can hold like even that much. You would think it just slips all the way. Does it slip in every gear? Still the OG clutch. Damn. Surprised it's not like just completely roasted. How many miles does that original clutch have on it? That's fucking crazy. Chat disappeared. La da da. It's only slipping in fourth, fifth, and sixth. Now starting to slip in third. Damn. Yeah, I think my fucking clutch had about 90,000 miles on it, and I just was full bolt-ons, like 220 wheel horsepower probably. And mine would slip in fourth, fifth, and sixth. And then it didn't slip in third, like hardly ever. But that's when I got it replaced. Yeah, 65,000 miles, that's not that much. So it's definitely the power. That's crazy. God. Around October, should be getting it done once the funds come in. Nice. What are you going to go with, like a stage 3 or something? Stage 4 6 puck. Damn. Yeah, that's going to hold. Holy shit. Do clutch box and shafts all at once. Yeah, it'd be a good time to do it, man. Just like address the entire transmission. That'd be pretty sweet. Then take it back down the strip. Oh yeah. Speaking of drag strip, guess who's going to the drag strip today? And I hope he blows up his car. Oh, did I say that? Cameron says asshole. That's right. Karma around the corner. Dude, that'd be funny if he blew up both his cars. I'd laugh. But like, that's what you get. Oh, real though. I ain't working my guitar. I'm rusty. I'm type rusty. Yo, I'm kind of glad I didn't buy that car though, honestly, because like, I mean, it might seem like a really good deal because all the work you put in that car, but it's somebody else's fucking build. Fuck him. Fuck that guy. Cameron says, not far. That's right. That is right. That is better. If you had the Cameron, if you had the K20A, what work would you get done to it? Would you change anything on it, like make it higher compression or, you know, this or that? What bolt-ons would you run? Would you turbo it? What the fuck would you do with a K20A? I like to hear everybody's opinion. Because that's what it's all about, seeing what other people would do. Because honestly, I feel like it's definitely the all-motor beast. I know people turbo them, but and it's stock block, stock internals, it can hold it for like 400 horsepower. But I don't know. Cameron says, I'd do what I did to mine. Supercharger? Yeah, that'd be pretty dope. Yeah, I think if I was going forced induction, I would probably definitely go supercharger over turbo. Just a little bit more reliability. Yeah, Cameron says just very expensive. Yep. That's why I stay away from that idea. Oh, come on. That's sad. Fine. I just feel like NA is more to work at, you know? Even just driving the car, like high revving, high as fuck. I mean, 9,500 rev limit's going to be amazing. Oh my God. I cannot wait for that day. First test drive. Man, this would be crazy. It just goes to show the Japanese kept all the good shit for themselves and gave us the hand-me-downs, you know? They're like, yeah, we're going to have a motor that can go 9,500 RPMs, and we'll give you this one that does like 8,200. Goodbye, America. They said game blouses. Cameron says, yep, Japan and Europe, everywhere non-American. They're like, y'all can't handle this shit. K28 is not for you. We got someone else on the head counter who just popped in, this mother trucker. Who we got? Cameron says, even the FK8 is the same. What do you mean about the FK8? Cameron says less power. Yo. Well, I think that has to do with the gas, right? Because y'all have better gas in Europe and other countries, continents. Here we have our fuel is premium's 93, and y'all's is like what 101 or some shit. So they had to like retune it basically for fucking worse gas, basically. Man, I cannot wait to get another DC-5. Oh my God. Cameron says Honda's excuse, not a lot of 98 about bullshit can get 98 everywhere here. Good to know. Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, if it came down to that, like, I guess it wouldn't be practical if you're like, let's say in the US, they were like, this car is a track car, road or track ready car. So like, you're gonna need to take premium and 101 and mix it together or something like that. I guess that wouldn't be as consumer friendly. You know what I mean? But nonetheless, you're buying a track ready car. Yeah, Cameron says E85 getting more available here too. Yeah, in certain states, it's really readily available, like Florida and Cali and stuff like that. But here, it's definitely not super readily available. Like if I wanted to go get E85, I'd have to drive like 45 minutes to an hour to go get it and buy it in bulk, basically. Get a big 55-gallon drum of it and buy it like once every couple months. Or yeah, let me think. I'd have to buy it like once a month, basically. 13.2 gallon gas tank. Let's say a tank of gas lasts you, depending on how you drive, like a week. So 13 times 4 would be 26. It'd be 52. Yeah, so 55. Get a 55-gallon drum a month. That'd be pretty wild stuff. Cameron says a new petrol station being built here in town. Nice. Good stuff. Yeah, it's crazy to think 55-gallon drums a month. That would be crazy. Somebody's truck sounds boss. I'm hoping it will be a United because the only ones that sell E85 on the pump. Yeah, like here, it's easier to get 101 race gas. Like, well, not really like full on like C series race gas, but like 101 octane. There's this one place that's like 15, 20 minutes away that sells 101, and that shit is pretty expensive. I think it's like $6 a gallon or something. I don't even know how much it costs. It's pretty expensive. Me and my buddy used to we used to fucking buy like a gallon of it and mix it in our tanks to get that little extra kick. Used to be nice. I think back then it was like $7 or $8 a gallon. Pretty crazy. But yeah, summing up, I think that's all the info updates I got for today. 48 hours away. Cameron says E85 is cheaper here. Yeah, probably. I would imagine. But yeah, guys, I'll keep y'all posted. I'm getting excited, getting nervous, anxious, all the above. Hope that's not 0 for 3. That would suck. But yeah, hopefully everything goes good and we'll have some more. Cameron says, you looking at the silver one? No, I'm looking at the blue one. The silver one I showed you on the screen at the beginning, that was 9Gs. That one sold. The one with the bronze TE37s. Honestly, I'm really surprised it sold so quickly. But then again, it was low miles, and it did have TE37s on it. So some tuner guy probably bought that thing up like hotcakes. But I think the 04 blue one I'm looking at, I mean, for what it is, it's right in my price margin. It's like 5Gs. Because I really wasn't trying to spend close to 10 grand for a car that, like, let's say the motor has, 50,000 miles on it, because I'm going to be swapping out the motor if you think about it. But what I could have done was buy that 06, the silver one with 50,000 miles on the motor, and then just swapped all my bolt-ons, my intake, race header, exhaust, K-Pro, all that shit. Actually, no, I couldn't even swap. Well, I could have swapped my K-Pro, but I'd have to buy a $200 wiring harness converter. But I could have done that and rode around on that for a while and then saved up for the K20A. But I just feel like 02 to 04 is where it's at for me, honestly. My K Pro's catered to 02 to 04. You know, I like the headlights on the 02 to 04. I like the tail lights on the 05 to 06, but can't have your cake and eat it. I mean, you can do the conversion, but I don't know. It's kind of weird having 02 to 04 front, 05 to 06 rear. It's kind of like a Frankenstein type deal. But yeah, I'll keep you guys posted. Hope y'all have a good weekend, and I'll catch y'all later. Peace.